You will always overestimate your ability in a state of motivation. You will never be realistic. So you have to understand this. By the way, when you look at how fundamental changes are made, lifelong changes are made in your behaviors, there's two ways that they happen. There's two ways. One of them is the way that it happens 99% of the time. And then there's 1% of the time that forget about it, but it can happen. The first way is slow and steady, small changes, adapt to that small change, make the next one. And it happens over a period of time. That is the strategy, the successful strategy to make big changes over time that stick forever. The second 1% of the time is an epiphany. And people think they're going to have an epiphany. And they think when they're motivated, that's an epiphany. It's so rare. It's so rare, in fact, that the person who has the heart attack or is told that they're going to die often will start exercising and stop. Yeah. If that doesn't work for them, it ain't going to work for you right now. I'm just gonna let you know.
Well, back to the human behavioral thing, it's the difference between whether it's positively driven or negatively driven.
Huge.
And so, you know, you think about, even if you get a comment, just one comment out of like 1,000 comments that's negative, you hyper focus on that. You obsess over it. It's like the only thing. You wake up and you think about these negative things. And so it's just logical that you would just overly focus on this one goal and do too much of it all at once.
Yeah.
And in terms of like being methodical and pragmatic and like, you know, taking it step by step, like to have a positively driven outlook towards this goal, I think it would be much more easily adapted if you had that kind of mentality.
That's an interesting thought. Like, I wonder if there's any research to back that up, right? Like if you set a goal because like you love to say all the time, Sally, take care of yourself because you love yourself, not because you hate yourself, right? So if you set a goal based on a place of, you know, positivity and not hating yourself or resentment or insecurity, are you more likely to set a more realistic goal versus if it came from, you know, oh, somebody called me stupid, therefore I'm going to try and read a book every single day. Yeah, or someone called me fat, so then I'm going to hit the gym 7 days a week. Versus, you know, this year I want to be a better reader. You know, so I'm gonna try and pick up a book more often.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna take care of my health a little bit more. Are you more likely to set? I mean, this would have been a great question to ask James Clear when we had him on here. I feel like that's kind of a lot of what his research was.
Well, think about it this way: when you're positive, when you're saying I want to take care of myself versus I'm fat and I'm unattractive or whatever, right? You are more kind to yourself, and when you're kind, you're going to be more realistic. When you're negative, it's like, I'm going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at myself. I got to get out of this state of mind. And by the way, I know negative self-talk, negative state of mind is a powerful short-term motivator.
Sure.
But it's an impossible long-term motivator because nobody wants to feel that way forever. This is why people stop working out and stop eating healthy, and they'll tell people around them the reason why they stopped is because they wanted to enjoy their life. Why did you stop working out? Oh, I just want to, you know what? I just want to enjoy my life. I just want to what, now if you really break that down, that's crazy because being fit and healthy dramatically improves the quality of your life. But why do these people feel everything?
Yeah.
There's nothing that'll improve everything as much as improving your health. Yet these people stopped because they wanted to enjoy their life. Why? Because they were negative the entire time going into it. Exercise was a punishment, diet was restrictive, and this is why the rebellion, when they go off, it's not like somebody goes on a diet and then goes back to how they were eating before. They go on a diet and they rebel. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go back to eating a couple cookies. It's like I ate the whole box.
Let's go the other direction completely.
Yeah, because they rebelled against this feeling of self-hate. So that's really, really important to consider. And oftentimes this initial motivation at the beginning of the year comes from negativity, feeling gross, feeling inadequate, feeling fat, whatever. Really what you need to do is say, you know, I deserve to be cared for. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to eat in a way that cares for me. And then you're more kind. Just like if you have a child that you're trying to help, you're going to be more kind with the changes because you're going to understand like these are big changes. Let's start small. Let's take this one step at a time. You're going to be a little bit more forgiving versus like you hate the kid. You're like, no, you're doing all this stuff right now. And if you don't, you're going to be punished, you know, type of deal.